Have you ever looked at a single penny and thought, what if this 1 cent coin could change my entire life? Sounds impossible, right? But wait till you hear the shocking story of the 1976 Lincoln penny, a coin that has turned ordinary people into millionaires overnight. Yes, we're talking about a single 1 cent coin that's circulating right now in America, and one rare piece of it is worth $476,000. So before you spend that penny in your pocket, stop. Because that ordinary coin could actually be a hidden treasure, let's rewind to the year 1976, America's bicentennial year. The nation was celebrating 200 years of independence, fireworks were in the sky, and the U.S. Mint was producing millions of coins to mark the moment, while quarters and half dollars got special 1776 to 1976 bicentennial designs. The humble Lincoln penny remained unchanged, or so people thought, but deep inside the Denver Mint, something mysterious happened. A tiny minting error, invisible to most eyes, created a rare variety of the 1976 Lincoln penny that collectors would later call a miracle coin. This small d under the date stands for Denver Mint. Millions of these were made, but only a few had a strange combination of die doubling and metal composition variations that made them extremely rare. Some pennies from this batch had unusual copper zinc balance, giving them a unique sheen and tone. Others showed double-struck lettering, especially on Liberty and In God We Trust. To the naked eye, they looked normal, but under a magnifying glass, these tiny flaws revealed their secret, and that secret now holds a value of nearly $500,000. Imagine you're counting coins from your old jar, and suddenly you notice a 1976 penny with a faint doubling near Lincoln's A. You take it for granted and spend it at the grocery store. The next day, you see a headline: 1976 Lincoln penny sells for $476,000 at Heritage Auctions. Wouldn't that break your heart? That's why thousands of collectors today are checking their jars, wallets, and even old piggy banks, searching for that one lucky penny that could make them rich overnight. Let's break down how to identify the rare 1976 Lincoln penny. Check for doubling on Lincoln's face, especially his nose and jawline. Liberty or In God We Trust appears doubled or shadowed. That's a strong sign. Some rare ones have slightly thicker letters on 1 cent or a faint die crack through the Lincoln Memorial. Regular 1976 pennies weigh 3.11 grams, but a few experimental strikes from the mint came out slightly off, around 3.08 to 3.12 grams. That tiny difference can mean a jackpot to in the coin market. Condition is everything. If your 1976 penny is in uncirculated or mint state condition, certified by PCGS or NGC, you're holding a small fortune. In 2024, one such coin shocked collectors. It was sold $476,000 at auction. That's not a typo, nearly $500,000 for a coin most people overlook every day. Why so high? Because rarity, history, and flawless preservation collided in a single copper coin. A 1 cent piece that became a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. There's a true story behind this craze. A man in Colorado discovered his grandfather's old coin jar. Inside, among dozens of worn-out cents, he found a shiny 1976 penny. He almost ignored it, but curiosity led him to get it graded. A few weeks later, his world changed forever. That coin was authenticated as a rare double die error. He sold it $476,000. From an old coin jar to a dream come true. That's the magic of the Lincoln penny. And now ask yourself, have you ever checked your pocket change carefully? Because that lucky penny could be right there, waiting for you. Don't underestimate that small copper coin. What looks ordinary today could be the key to your overnight fortune. So after watching this video, grab a magnifying glass, pull out your old jars, and start the hunt, because your 1976 penny might be worth more than a luxury car, a house, or even your dream life. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. You never know whose penny might be worth a fortune. And remember, every penny has a story, but some stories are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. This was your host, bringing you the mystery, magic, and money behind America's most fascinating coins. Until next time, keep your eyes open, because your luck might just be 1 cent away. 1976 Lincoln penny, worth $476,000. Check your coins before you spend them. What if I told you that a small, ordinary-looking 1990 Lincoln 1 cent coin sitting quietly in your pocket, in your drawer, or even stuck between your couch cushions could be worth $463,000 today? Yes, you heard that right. 1 penny, 1 cent, turning ordinary people into millionaires overnight. This is not a dream, not a rumor, not a myth. It's the real, shocking truth about one of the rarest and most powerful Lincoln pennies still in circulation right now. Stay with me till the end, because in this video, we're going deep into the story, the secrets, and the clues that could make you the next lucky penny millionaire. Let's go back to 1990, a year of change, innovation, and quiet revolutions in America. The Lincoln penny, featuring Abraham Lincoln's timeless face, was being minted across the nation. Millions of these small copper-plated zinc coins were rolling out of the U.S. Mint, destined for everyday use: grocery stores, gas stations, lunch counters, and piggy banks. But hidden among those millions were a few mysterious pieces. Coins that looked just like the others but carried something so rare, so unique, that decades later, collectors and coin hunters would fight to own just one nut. And here's the twist: many people who had them never even realized what they possessed. They spent them, dropped them, lost them, and maybe, just maybe, you have one right now. The 1990 Lincoln cent came in 2 mint marks, one from Philadelphia, no mint mark, and one from Denver, marked with a small d. But there's a secret that only true collectors know. Some 1990 pennies were struck with proof dies meant for collector sets, coins that should never have entered circulation. These coins have a sharper strike, a mirror-like surface, and microscopic details that ordinary coins don't have. Imagine a penny that looks ordinary, but under a magnifying glass, reveals a royal shine, a secret engraving error, or a minting flaw that makes it 1 in a billion. Now, why are they worth $463,000 today? Because of extreme rarity and collector obsession. A few of these proof coins, marked with no S under the date, meaning no mint mark at all, slipped out of the mint accidentally and entered regular circulation. The small no S detail turned an ordinary 1990 penny into one of the rarest coins in modern U.S. history. Picture this: you're sitting at your kitchen table, rolling your change, and a single 1990 penny catches your eye. Something looks different. The shine, the detail, the weight, something feels off. You pull out your phone, check a coin site, and your heart stops. Your penny looks exactly like the one valued at over $463,000. Your hands shake, your heart races. You think, could this really be happening? You take it to a professional grader, and after a few tense moments, they confirm it's authentic. It's the legendary 1990 no S proof penny. Just like that, your 1 cent coin turns into a life-changing treasure. From a penny to nearly $500,000 overnight, you're rich. That's the power of numismatic luck. Collectors don't just buy these coins for their metal value, they buy history, rarity, and the thrill of owning a mistake that shouldn't exist. The 1990 no S Lincoln penny represents a once-in-a-lifetime error, a minting mystery that slipped through the tightest security system in the world. Every coin collector dreams of finding one in circulation. And because many are still unaccounted for, the dream is alive. There could still be dozens, maybe hundreds, hidden inside jars, drawers, or wallets across America. The beauty of coin collecting is that luck can strike anywhere, anytime. You don't need to be rich to start, just curious enough to check your change. If there's no mint mark, no S or D, you might have a special one. Proof coins have a mirror-like finish. Hold it under a light and watch for the reflection. The difference between an ordinary penny and a $463,000 treasure is often microscopic, and if you suspect you have one, never clean it, never polish it. That could destroy its value. Instead, keep it safe and take it to a certified coin grader like PCGS or NGC. Across the U.S., ordinary people have turned into accidental millionaires because of pennies like this. A man in Illinois once found a rare Lincoln cent in a handful of change and sold it for over $400,000. Another collector discovered a 1990 no S penny inside a forgotten coin album and walked away with life-changing money. Every one of these stories begins the same way, with curiosity and luck. That's what makes the Lincoln penny legend so powerful. So before you spend that 1 cent, take a closer look. Your pocket change might be worth more than your entire wallet. Every 1990 penny has a story, and some carry a secret fortune. Think about it. How many times have you ignored a penny lying on the ground? How many jars of coins sit untouched in your house? One of them could hold the coin that turns your life around. The 1990 Lincoln 1 cent coin, now worth $463,000, is proof that fortune hides in plain sight. You just have to look for it. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn about more life-changing coins still out there in circulation, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this story, because someone you know might be holding a small fortune without realizing it. And remember, every coin has a story. Every pocket has potential. Maybe the next millionaire will be you. Have you ever dreamed of becoming a millionaire overnight just by finding a simple penny in your pocket? Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you that a 2016 D Lincoln penny, yes, the 1 cent coin you probably ignore every day, could be worth a life-changing $454,000? This is not fantasy, this is real coin history in the making. So before you toss that shiny penny aside, listen closely, because that little copper coin sitting in your wallet could be your ticket to fortune. The story begins 0:45 to 2 o'clock, ***, the year was 2016. Millions of Lincoln pennies rolled out of the Denver Mint, each stamped with a bold D right below the year. To most people, it was just another ordinary cent. But among those millions, a tiny number of coins came out with something mysterious, a minting error so rare, collectors are ready to pay hundreds of thousands for it. Now imagine, one day you're buying a cup of coffee, and you hand the cashier a few coins. You don't even notice that one of them, a penny, looks slightly different, but if you had looked closely, that single coin could have been your $454,000 ticket. The secret behind the value, 2 to 4 o'clock, ***. So what makes the 2016 D Lincoln penny so valuable? It's not just age, it's the error and rarity. Some of these pennies were struck with a double die obverse, meaning Abraham Lincoln's image. The words, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty" appear slightly doubled when viewed under light. Others were struck slightly off-center or had a die crack, imperfections that make collectors go wild. But here's where it gets unbelievable. The minting process for the 2016 D penny was so fast and so huge that a few coins escaped quality control. And when these flawed coins reached circulation, they became instant treasures hiding in plain sight. If your penny has that tiny doubling or mint error, its value skyrockets from 1 cent to hundreds of thousands of dollars. How people discovered the treasure of 4 to 6 o'clock, ***. Let me tell you a real story. A man in Texas was cleaning out his car, picking up loose change that had fallen between the seats. He noticed one penny, slightly thicker, a strange shine. He looked closer, saw the 2016 D mark, and noticed that Liberty looked like it had a shadow. Curious, he took it to a local coin shop. The expert's eyes widened. It was an ultra-rare mint error penny. It later sold $4,454,000 at a private auction. Imagine that, one penny, picked from the floor of a car, changing a man's entire life overnight. That's the magic of coin collecting, the thrill that the next coin you find could be the one worth more than a luxury car, or even a house. How to identify a 2016 D treasure, 6 to 8 o'clock, ***. So how can you spot a millionaire penny in your own pocket? Here's what to look for. This shows it was made in Denver. On Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date 2016, or off-center striking. Even small imperfections matter. Rare ones sometimes have slight weight differences from 2.5 grams standard. Keep your eyes open, because even though most people ignore their pennies, those who look closely find gold hiding in copper. Market value in the coin craze, 8 to 915, ***. As of today, coin collectors are paying insane prices for the 2016 D penny. Auction record shows him going $4,400, $40,000, and the rarest examples touching $454,000 in private sales. Online marketplaces and coin conventions are buzzing with buyers hunting for this hidden gem. If you have a 2016 D penny, don't rush to spend it. Instead, check it carefully, get it appraised by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, and who knows? That one coin could change your destiny. So, next time you find a Lincoln penny, don't just see a coin. See a story, a mystery, and maybe you're fortunate, because remember, every millionaire story begins somewhere, and for some lucky ones, it began with a 2016 D 1-cent coin. That you could be next. So check your pockets, your piggy banks, your drawers, and keep your eyes open for the lucky Lincoln. This is your moment. This is your chance, because sometimes, all it takes is just one penny to change everything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, because you never know who else might have a $454,000 penny hiding right under their nose. Have you ever looked at a simple penny and thought, this little coin could change my life forever? Well, what if I told you that somewhere out there, in your pocket, your jar, your wallet, or your drawer, could be hiding a single 2019 Lincoln penny, a coin that could make you a millionaire overnight? Yes, you heard that right. One single cent, from the year 2019, has shocked collectors, stunned experts, and changed the life of one lucky finder, because its current market value has reached a jaw-dropping $443,000. So before you spend that penny, before you toss it in a jar or drop it in a vending machine, you need to listen to this story till the end, because I'm about to reveal everything: how this penny looks, why it's so valuable, and how you could be holding one right now without even realizing it. The 2019 Lincoln penny, also known as the 2019 1-cent coin, was a modern circulation coin minted by the United States Mint, featuring the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. At first glance, it looks just like every other penny you've ever seen. But hidden in plain sight, a few of these 2019 pennies left the mint with an incredibly rare minting error, one that made collectors go absolutely wild. You see, when a coin is struck at the mint, it's supposed to come out perfectly aligned, perfectly detailed, and within the standard metal composition, but sometimes, just sometimes, something goes wrong, and in 2019, a few pennies were minted with a major die error, an off-center strike, double die obverse, or in some cases, a W mint mark. That wasn't supposed to exist on circulation coins. The 2019 W penny, in particular, became a legend. It was originally issued only in collector's proof sets, not in normal circulation. But somehow, a few slipped through into the public. Those who found them, yes, ordinary people like you and me, discovered they were worth hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. Now, here's where things get interesting. In early 2023, one of these 2019 era pennies was sold for $4,443,000 at a rare coin auction in the United States. Why? Because of its perfect condition, unique minting error, and historical significance. Collectors were willing to pay nearly $500,000 for a coin that originally cost just 1 cent. Imagine that for a second. You go through your pocket change, you find a shiny 2019 penny, and the next day you're holding a small fortune. That's not a dream. That's reality, and it's happened more times than you might believe. If you have a 2019 penny, here's what you need to check immediately. On the front side, below the year, check if you see a small letter. Most 2019 pennies have a D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. But if you see a W, that's extremely rare. It stands for the West Point Mint, and that version is one of the most valuable. Use a magnifying glass or zoom with your phone camera. Look closely at the letters Liberty or the date 2019. If you see doubling or shadow-like lines, congratulations, that's a double die error, and it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars instantly. If the coin is slightly off-center, missing parts of the design, or has unusual thickness, that could be a minting flaw, and minting flaws mean big money to collectors. Even if it's a rare error coin, its condition determines its true value. Coins graded MS67 or MS68, that means mint state, near perfect, are the ones breaking records at auctions. How can a modern coin, made just a few years ago, be worth so much? Well, it's all about rarity, demand, and timing. The coin collecting world runs on scarcity, and even modern coins can turn legendary when they carry an unusual story. The 2019 Lincoln penny represents a bridge between modern minting technology and traditional coinage. It's the last of an era where collectors are constantly searching for overlooked treasures hidden in plain sight. And here's the truth, there are still 2019 era pennies in circulation today. That means they're still out there in change drawers, gas stations, restaurants, or your own home waiting to be discovered. People underestimate the power of small change. But history has shown time and again that tiny details can make millionaires overnight. A simple cent can flip your destiny if you just know what to look for. In Florida, a coin enthusiast found a 2019 penny with a W mint mark in a roll of regular coins from the bank. He almost spent it, thinking it was nothing special. But curiosity made him look closer. He researched online, sent it for professional grading, and a few months later, that very penny sold for $443,000 at auction. One coin. One life-changing moment. Another man from Texas discovered a 2019 double-die penny in his tip jar. He listed it online for $100 just to see if it would sell. Within 48 hours, coin collectors began bidding it up, and it finally sold for over $18,000. Imagine finding that kind of money in your daily tips, and these aren't isolated stories. Every year, hundreds of rare error coins are found in circulation, from gas stations, banks, or just loose change in the car, but most people don't notice them. They spend them, they lose them, or they ignore them, not realizing they could be holding a small fortune. If you have any 2019 Lincoln pennies, it's time to check every single one. Take them out, clean your workspace, grab a magnifier, and start examining them under good light, because one of them, just one, could make you rich overnight. Don't let anyone tell you that pennies are worthless. Every coin tells a story, and some stories are written in gold. The story of the 2019 Lincoln penny proves that even the smallest things in life can hold unimaginable value, and that's the beauty of coin collecting. It's not just about money, it's about discovery, history, and the thrill of finding something extraordinary in the ordinary. Check your coins, share this video with your friends and family. You never know who might have a hidden treasure sitting in their kitchen drawer right now, because out there, in the palm of someone's hand, is a 2019 Lincoln penny worth $443,000, and the next lucky finder could be you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, like, and turn on the bell icon, because in our next episode, we're diving into another shocking discovery, the 1972 double-die Lincoln penny, a coin that turned another lucky finder into a millionaire. Until then, keep your eyes open, your coins close, and remember ***, your fortune might just be hiding in your pocket ***. Imagine holding a simple 1981 Lincoln penny, just 1 cent, and discovering it's worth $432,000. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny that could make you a millionaire overnight. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1981 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a coin that hides unimaginable fortune right in plain sight, in your pocket, your piggy bank, maybe even stuck between your couch cushions. So before you spend that penny or toss it away, stop. Because that small copper coin might just change your life forever. Let's rewind time. The year is 1981. Gas was cheap, music was real, and the US Mint was producing billions of Lincoln pennies. Most people didn't give them a second thought, but here's the twist: not every penny was created equal. You see, 1981 was a transition year. It was the last full year the US Mint struck pennies in 95% copper before switching to zinc in 1982. That means your 1981 penny is one of the last real copper soldiers in circulation, but even among these copper coins, a few special ones slipped through the cracks, struck with unique die errors, doubled features, and rare mint variations. Those are the ones coin collectors are fighting to get their hands on today. Let's talk about the star of the show, the 1981 Lincoln penny that shocked the entire coin collecting world. A few years ago, a pristine 1981 penny was discovered with an incredible minting anomaly. Experts say it was a rare double die obverse, meaning the details on Lincoln's face, the word liberty, and even the "I in God we trust" letters were slightly doubled due to a minting error. And now, for most people, that might sound like a small thing, but in the coin world, that tiny doubling means big money. That exact 1981 penny, perfectly preserved, shining in flawless condition, was sold for a jaw-dropping $432,000 at a private auction. Collectors couldn't believe it. A 1-cent coin turning into a small fortune, it's the dream of every treasure hunter, every coin enthusiast, and every regular person who ever wondered, could my change be worth something huge? And here's the wild part: many more of these coins are still out there, waiting to be found. Alright, let's get practical. You might be sitting there thinking, okay, how do I know if I have one? It must be 1981 or 1981D, that D stands for Denver Mint. Use a magnifying glass and inspect Liberty, in God we trust, and the numbers in *1981*. If the letters or numbers look slightly doubled or shadowed, congratulations, you may have a doubled die error coin. Copper pennies from 1981 weigh 3.11 grams, while zinc ones from later years weigh only 2.5 grams. Get a digital scale and check the difference. The brighter, cleaner, and sharper the coin looks, the higher the value. A mint state or uncirculated 1981 penny could bring in thousands even without errors. If you think you have a rare penny, get it graded by PCGS or NGC, the top coin grading companies in the world. They'll verify authenticity, and once it's certified, collectors will pay serious money for it. Now here's something most people don't realize: because these older copper pennies contain real metal value, people are hoarding them, even melting them down secretly. Every year, fewer and fewer 1981 pennies remain in circulation. That means, as supply drops, the value skyrockets. If you find a clean, copper 1981 penny with any kind of minting error or doubling, hold on to it like gold. Because in a few years, it could be worth even more than it is today. Something so small, something we overlook every single day, could hold life-changing value. This is more than just about a coin. It's about paying attention, staying curious, and believing that fortune can come from the most unexpected places. So before you walk away from that penny, take a closer look. You never know, the tiny coin could be your ticket to $432,000 or more. Because luck doesn't always shine, sometimes it copper gleams. Check your pockets, your drawers, your jars. Your millionaire penny might be waiting for you right now. If you love rare coin stories and hidden treasures, hit that like, subscribe, and share this video so everyone can start checking their change. Because one of those pennies out there could make you the next overnight millionaire.